Hello everybody, this is Kay from West Creek Stampers. I had a few days away and now I am working on catching up. I'm coming here to show you the cards that we did last week from the April class. So if you got a kit, you can know a little bit better how to put them together. First, I want to show you, this came in the mail when I got back. This is my pin from Stampin' Up! For promoting to Silver Elite. So I just want to share that with you, and I thought that was very pretty. Here's another thing that I just picked up at Jody Breckbill's. This I won at one of the team events last month. So I plan to use that for one of our classes. Here is another thing I just picked up, although some of the cards are Easter. This was a swap I did with the team members from Moveless Stampers. We just did the fronts. This is the one that I made. But here are some of the others. So I thought I'd share them with you today and show you what some of the other girls have made. I am doing a giveaway today for this post, and isn't that one pretty? They all are pretty. I just wanted to share those with you. So anybody who likes and comments on our post today on the video will get in a drawing to win a pack of 10 sheets of this beautiful butterfly paper that is no longer available, that sold out very quickly. Okay, Tammy Wiley won the door prize from our card classes last week. That door prize was drawn on Thursday evening at the last class. Anne picked the name out of the basket, and Tammy Wiley can then pick either a free class or something out of the door prize basket. So I'm going to get on here and show you the cards that I did, or that we did. This is the first one. So in your kit, you're going to get, of course, your card base, which you will fold in half. And this is a standard style card. You would have an envelope in there. These two get layered together on the front, like so. This is Just Jade and Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock is retiring. Just Jade, I did use the ornate embossing folder on it. So before you put those two down on the front, you want to wrap around the longest one of your ribbons. And I use Scotch tape to hold that in the back. Some people just use their regular adhesive. So that's going to go on the front of your card like that. I have a lot to go over today, so I'm not going to take the time to put everything together. This is your next layer. Those two get taped together, and then I did pop those up. I kept them over to the left side. Your next layer is going to be your circles, and I used Happy Birthday on the front of that. And I used Pretty Peacock, and I will show you how I stamped that. I kept that down on the lower side of that circle so that you have room at the top for your butterfly. Now those butterflies, not everyone is getting the same size, and because this is how many you stamp and cut out at one time. I did keep out the largest one, but you could get one of these sizes in your kit. And then I used Wink of Stella on that butterfly, that stamped butterfly. When you stamp those in color and then you use Wink of Stella on them, it kind of pulls that color in and shades the background with a little bit of that color. And of course then you're going to have your shininess too, your sparkly. I'm not sure you can see that sparkly so well on the video, but that's what using the Wink of Stella does to your color. So I'm not going to finish that right now. I put that butterfly on the circle like that. I kept it over to the left a little bit. You could put it either angle like this. I did not use dimensionals under my circle. You could put one under this side depending on how much you have overlapping. And then I took this other piece of ribbon and laid it there and made it like a little banner. And then of course you have a pearl. I used the Just Jade blends to color the regular pearls, and that goes right on there. So there is your first card. That one is pretty simple. Our cards really did not take long for people to make this time. This is the second card, and this is a pocket card. Mary Arnold designed this one, and that goes in like that, and you can write on it. Now, if you choose to, you could put white on the back here too, if you wanted to stamp a greeting or if you wanted to write something. But that's how we did that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little, some tips with that one. So your layer for the piece that goes in your pocket is very simple. It's a rectangle, and so you just stamp that. I used Gorgeous Grape, and that is what this background piece is. This was embossed with, I believe it's called Brick and Mortar, and that is one that is carrying over, I'm pretty sure. So I used all the same color for the stamping on this one, and the center, and my ink is a little light from all the stamping, so I'll probably want to re-ink that before I'm doing that again. And then I use the dots. This stamp set is Gorgeous Posies, and it is retiring. So I took Memento Black and used the little dots that come in that set and put on the side of that. You can do that anywhere. And then this gets layered on here, and that section is then done. Okay, now I'm not seeing, there's my little oval. So you can use any words on this. The words that I used are thinking of you, because I figured then that, and I stamped it in the Gorgeous Grape. You could stamp it in black as well. And so this tag, that's all there is to that, is just layer those two together. And those are the layering ovals, which I'm kind of thinking they're retiring too. I kind of lose track if I don't have that list right in front of me. So this triangle piece, you're going to, first of all, lay that out so you know, so you have your triangle going the right direction. And then I put that off to the side. And all this is some background stamping. There must be a piece of dirt on there. And now it's on my finger, but it's gone from the stamp. See that right there? Okay, and I don't do a whole lot of planning when I do background stamping. But you see, I am not stamping off with anything, but that's the nature of that stamp and how it stamps. Okay, then the next thing that we're going to do is put some leaves on there. I used pear pizzazz. And by the way, I had a wonderful time away. It was Sisters Weekend with my older sister and her two daughters. So they were sisters and we were sisters, and we rented a little house in Watkins Glen. went to a few of the wineries in the area, and then did some waterfalls. We did have rain on Sunday, but that was okay. We enjoyed it anyhow. Now, the funny thing is, my niece has stayed up there before, so she knew what who she could get a house from that was dependable. But the first time she stayed up there, the electric went out, and the lady said that's very unusual. Well, guess what? Monday morning, when we were up and getting ready to leave, the electric went out again. But we were okay. We had enough things there that we could get our breakfast. We already had the coffee made. So we really weren't going to stay long anyhow, just pack up and get going. And so she said it must be me that caused the power to go out. Anyhow, you layer those two together, and then when you put this down on your card front, you want to make sure that you only put adhesive along this side here, because you want to keep that top side open so you can put your card in for the pocket. And then your tag goes on the front, and you just use some dimensionals and pop that up if you wish. You could put that anywhere on there that you want. So that is card number 2. Our last card, we did some embossing on, and this is a book fold. I had seen this on Pinterest or YouTube and really liked it. And then not long after that, in one of our meetings with the upline, we did a mystery card, and here it was a book fold going the other direction. I do not have the hydrangea paper, I do not have the hydrangea stamp set, but I used the paper and made this card then for my mystery card. I did do a boo-boo here, so I'm going to cover that up with a little strip of paper or something. But this is the other direction, making that book fold. So if anyone wants the directions for those or the dimensions, I'd be glad to share them with you. This one we're using Dragonfly Garden. And this card, when you get your kit, your base is scored at 2 places. I think you can kind of see that there. So you're going to score it in half, and then it's scored again. It's just an inch away from the middle fold. So that's pretty easy. This is a pretty easy card, and it looks nice and different when someone gets it. So then you put a strip of the DSP right down there on top. Okay, and so I think I am going to go ahead and put that down because this one's a little bit different. You could use either side of that DSP, and you want to make sure you have it right side up. Make sure your dandelions are heading up when you do that. And then we're going to use this ribbon, this trim, and I will tell you this gold trim ravels out a lot. So if you feel like the ends are sticky, they are, because I cut these and then I went along each one and put a little Tombow glue so it wouldn't ravel out for you. So you're going to wrap that around your card. It's going to go the whole way through the middle. And then I think one thing I forgot to have ready here. And this thread is a little harder to deal with. You can make that then whatever length you want. I put a little glue dot under here just to kind of hold the tie and keep it in place. Let's see, here are my glue dots, and I do have my tear tape. I thought that was maybe one thing that I didn't have here. Things were quite a mess from finishing up Thursday night. I worked Friday, and then I left Saturday morning for my girls' weekend. So I've been working this morning just trying to clean up. So inside, and I could have had that a little tighter, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. But we're going to take some tear tape, and in that 1-inch section, I'm going to put 2 strips of tear tape along there. Now this tear tape is not forgiving, and I'll just grab that. So if you get it down wrong, it's gonna tear your paper if you have to pull that up. So I suggest if you put it down at the wrong place, if at all possible, just put another piece over top of it. Don't try to pull it off. Okay, so that whole section then goes down, and then there is your book fold. Okay, so now your top layer of your card is going to be Mossy Meadow, and the gold, silver, or the gold foil paper is going to be right on top of there, layered. Your next layer is going to be the black. Okay, and that layer gets embossed. I used gold embossing powder. And remember, you always want to wipe your black, or wipe what you're embossing on with the embossing buddy. And then what I did was use this flower stamp, and I stamped it twice. I stamped it once to the left, and then down a little bit over here. Okay, and then, and this is from the Dragonfly Garden. Then I took the little dragonflies and stamped them up here. Okay, so we're going to use those little dragonflies on the inside. This is your white section from the inside. And we're going to use Memento. Now, I didn't bring my cleaner over here, so I'm going to stamp that off a little bit. And so that is the inside. I did not put any words in mine. I'm not going to take the time to put all of this together, but that's how that goes. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take my gold embossing powder and put it on here, and hopefully I didn't wait too long, and no, I didn't. And then you can see the finished one. I'm not going to, if you have a little paintbrush, that helps get some of that off that you don't want on there. I'm not going to take the time here or make the noise with the heat gun to heat that up, but you get the idea. That comes out like this. And then I took my little dragonfly that I used to punch and punched out from gold foil paper, and put a little glue dot under that to put that on the front. Okay, so what I'm working on right now, I am going to be sorting those swap cards from the April swap. That was from our recycle cards, and I'll let you all know when that is ready. I will be using, we're waiting for the new catalogs. I have mine, but they're not out yet for customers. I will be doing a DSP share like I have done in the past. Our May class is Tuesday, May 11th at 10, 2, and 6, and Thursday, May 13th at 10, 2, and 6. They did refill the clearance rack this morning, and so there are some new things on there. I haven't really had time to take a good look at that. We do have another Move-A-List event coming up May 22nd. So you'll want to get signed up for that if you want to make sure you get the extra card that is offered. And I have more details about that if you would like. I do already have 5 people signed up, so that's really good. Okay, I think that's all that I'm going to share with you right now. I'll try to keep you updated. There are more updates online today with the Stampin' Up! Site, and I'll be sharing some of those with you as well. So have a wonderful day.